This is PSVR GAMESCAST Live, where we film live and do it live, and it's live every Tuesday. It's live, and it's live, and wow, those levels are off the chart. It's live. Holy crap, it's live. Wow, the perspective is really off today.
Okay,
we're like floating way higher than we used to.
Hey.
What are you gonna do? What do you? Did you just? We're not in a movie theater. You just open it.
All right, I just didn't want to do that into the mic. Because, I have so much respect for the mic as it is.
Lots of respect for the mic. PSVR GamesCast live every Tuesday. It's live right now. Holy crap, what's going on, everybody? We just finished filming tomorrow's viewer takeover, breaking the fourth wall.
The future is now.
Future is bulletproof. There's a chair here and a microphone here because Jeremy King is supposedly showing up at some point.
Yes, he is on his way, last we heard. So
we'll see about that. But that's a thing. So welcome to Without Parole. Welcome to PSVR GamesCast Live. My name's Brian Paul. That's Desra,
hello.
The fencing king. I was gonna call you the fencing queen, but I feel like that was a little.
That works.
Fencing queen.
We're very very welcoming in the fencing world. So.
It's a gay thing.
Isn't it?
I don't know. If I call you a queen, is that automatically gay?
I don't know.
I don't know.
The rules have changed so quickly now. I just assume that everything is fine.
And
Jeremy King is in his car now.
Is that a comment from Jeremy King?
That is a comment from Jeremy King, which means
how meta.
You were watching the stream while you're driving? No.
That's a Michelle Baracchione thing. You should know better. All right, guys, let's dive right in. Let's talk about some stuff.
We
want to make sure that as we get the show started, as everyone starts filing in, make sure you get a nice comfy seat right up front because there's lots of room as always.
Yes, and hello to everybody in the chat.
Hello to everybody in the chat.
Yes.
Make sure you head on over to our PlayStation 4 community, PSVR Without Parole GameCats, all one word. And I was gonna say hi to Dr. Doom, but Doom's kind of doing his own thing. So make sure you say hi to JD Max. Make sure you say hi to Metcat. Make sure you say hi to J-Dow. They're all of our community moderators over there. And welcome you. Handshake, smile, Snorgy.
Morning, Queens. Let's get this bread. Let's get this bread indeed, Vic the Human.
Right on. I hope no one was offended. The last thing we want to do is offend.
Absolutely. We're so sensitive to those things.
I'm very sensitive.
Yes.
I'm as least masculine as they come.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
I'm very effeminate. I just want to snuggle.
Fascinating Boone is asking if anyone else is having trouble seeing the video. So let's hope not. You guys, everything look all right?
I have a feeling other people would have mentioned if it was an issue.
Yeah, I don't know. Video's fine for the space shooter game, the Game Cat.
That space shooter
game,
the Game Cat. Okay, that's craziness. All right, I think we need to do this. That siren's not going away. 1, 2, 3.
What the hell am I doing?
All right.
I'm just having a bad day, folks.
I had to reach across the table, man.
I had to reach across the cable, and I put my scissors down in the palm of my hand.
Good. Everyone else is having no trouble watching the video. Just refresh your page, man. Maybe that's all it takes.
Yep.
All right, cool. Everybody's here. Holy crap, everybody really is here.
I know, right?
Insanity.
That's fantastic.
Insanity. What else? What other kind of housekeeping can we take care of while we wait for Jeremy to show up?
Housekeeping. Wristbands. There is a eBay listing up.
They back up?
They're back up.
All you have to do is go on ebay.com and search for Without Parole, probably.
PSVR Without Parole, wristband, Game Cats, any of those search terms will get you there. I was actually just in the process of trying to get a Bitly link set up, but Bitly is angry at eBay now or something, so I'll have to figure that out. I'll probably mention something in it's either in certainly the next letterbox, hopefully before that, or I'll just maybe post something in the comments here when it comes up. So the way it's set up now is they're $1 per wristband, and shipping is going to be up to y'all. I set up a bunch of different shipping options, so that way we'll be able to ship to anyone anywhere who wants it. You're going to have to pay for the shipping, but I figured $1 is fair. And
J Meow, aka J Dow, aka Justin Sadowski. I want to say Justin Samyowski. I feel like that should be a thing.
Okay.
He wants a Without Parole beanie.
Without Parole beanie.
I want one too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like an actual beanie or a knit cap?
I want to say knit cap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't think
because the little I don't think that's
with the propeller on the top.
Yeah.
Is that what are they called beanies?
I think so. This is like Beanie and Cecil. Isn't that where it
comes from? Dude, if there's a printing company out there that makes the little propeller beanies, we want Without Parole propeller beanies.
But I think a knit cap is we don't have to worry about sizes or stuff like that.
That's true.
I'll talk to my guy.
Who
Brian is wearing pants. Can they see your pants?
Yeah, I'm wearing pants. Totally.
Okay.
Wearing pants.
But is Dez?
There's holes in all sorts of strange places. So Metcat, look close. Sorry, where was Where was that guy as well? There he is. I'm watching while playing Tetris, currently on an endless game with 3 million points. Good luck, dude.
That's some multitasking there, man.
I finally put up my Tetris Effect review this morning. I got to say, like, some reviews just take forever long. Like, I don't know why. Sometimes I have trouble writing the review. Sometimes I have trouble capturing good footage. In this one in particular, was all of the above.
Okay.
Like, I mean, like, I hit roadblocks every single time I tried to do anything. I had trouble. I was like, man, I want to add this. I got to start the game up and go capture more footage. Next thing I know, I'm getting comments from people being like, this video is hard to watch because you suck at Tetris. And I was like, oh, fuck yourself.
Well, yeah. But I'm not just playing Tetris. I'm playing Tetris. I'm trying to think about what I'm doing for the review.
I was on 2 days of no sleep, and I was having just a bad run, and I was just like, I just don't care about capturing any more footage. But hey, I think I got the review out eventually, and for anyone who doesn't feel like watching it, it's a great game.
Yeah,
it's a fantastic game. In fact,
I haven't played it yet myself. It's on my list.
Yeah.
And actually, a Solar Vision, I think this is doable. I want a Without Parole headset sticker / cover.
Sticker?
Yeah. So there's basically tons of companies that'll custom die cut stickers to slap over the headset, and so like instead of just kind of black and white, you actually have like cat's eyes or whatever.
Okay.
Interesting.
That's cool. I just realized that the names going across the bottom of the screen are more inaccurate than they've ever been.
Oh.
Let me just get rid of that.
And speaking of Patreon,
yes.
So I don't know if yesterday about an hour after the Litterbox episode must have posted, my inbox starts exploding with people with suggestions for Patreon exclusives.
Same.
So we have, for those of you who are watching, we have gotten a bunch of your feedback, and we're going to talk about it probably as soon as this camera stops rolling, because I got in late. We didn't have the time to talk about it beforehand. A lot of those ideas are fantastic. And for those of you who don't get the Litterbox, we kind of made an appeal to our Patreon supporters, hopefully, which you will be one soon, to think, you know what? We want to grow the channel. We want to expand. We're kind of like right on that razor's edge of, I think, things blowing up in a really great way. And we're not asking for Patreon supporters that we have currently to up their donations, but we are asking for the community to kind of dive in. We've got around 24K.
What's the question?
Subscribers now?
About 24, yeah.
Yeah, about 24,000 subscribers, and a very, 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 very tiny percentage of them are Patreon supporters. And we would love to up that by even a little bit. If we could up it by a significant amount, man, things are going to change like incredibly well here. So, long way of saying, we have a bunch of ideas, so expect to see some changes on the whole Patreon support thing coming very shortly. Awesome shirt, Des. Now I'm going to go cry. Yeah, I'm going to save that for my will we or won't we, or should we or shouldn't we. And
don't worry, he's new to the channel.
Yeah,
he'll get it eventually.
What is going on over there?
I had to get the cat fed. And now it's all like
I'm trying to vamp and just keep talking, and
cat's all linty.
I was thinking you were trying to like plug something in with your feet.
No,
okay.
My toes are very finger-like, but they are not that dexterous.
Madman in Black, don't feel guilty and be sorry. I love it. I just haven't had a chance to respond. I have read your emails, and there are some really good ideas in there. So
I saw Madman's email come through this morning.
Yeah,
and there's so a lot of people spent a lot of time, really like going through and saying, here's a ton of suggestions and detailing how to do each one.
Yeah.
We couldn't be more thankful. So we're going to be looking into that, and over the course of the probably next month or two,
we'll get the board of directors together and chat.
I think we're already here. This is it. In fact, this guy. All right, let's get
Jeremy is 1212.
Yeah, fuck him. All right, let's get the show started.
Oh, he just lost 3,607,676 points for that guy's Will.
I think Will needs to Snorgy.
Can we talk about the new Directed Pikachu movie trailer? Can we? Have you seen it?
I mean, I haven't seen it, no.
Okay, then we can't talk about it yet. Brian needs to have his eyes polluted with this. Okay.
I should probably check it out.
Dead Ringer. I will join if Jeremy's on time 3 weeks in a row.
Dead Ringer's never joining.
So,
nope.
Yeah.
Actually, in fact, this is the first time Jeremy's going to be here in 3 weeks. Forget about showing up on time.
Has it been 3 weeks?
This I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, I think the past 2 weeks he's MIA. All right. So let's see. What happened last week? Last week on the PlayStation Store.
Or this little game called Tetris Effect was released.
I mean, I guess we can start with that one. All right. Let's see.
I mean, no one's really talking about it, so I guess we can just skip over it.
So Tetris Effect by Enhanced Games, it's crazy that this is a thing, because my review starts off and it starts talking about like how This is Luminous. This
Yeah.
is Luminous, except you're playing Tetris while you're experiencing Luminous. Like, there's nothing about this that hasn't already been done with Luminous.
Super Heavy Metal Demon, $5 donation with one simple comment: expand. All caps, exclamation point. Yes, we want to. We are trying to.
What is expand?
And with your help, we will expand the channel.
Oh, sure.
Our reach, our voice. Yeah, that's huge. Thank you so much, man.
Okay.
Ooh.
Fantastic.
Oh, that guy's will hit the top 100 on the leaderboard
Oh, that guy's will is impressive.
for about 10 more minutes.
Yeah, until this show is over and I get to start playing again.
Ooh. Oh, gauntlet being thrown down.
Shots fired.
Yes.
Yes. This is Tetris Effect. Tetris Effect is you kind of say you haven't. Did you play the demo?
I did not play the demo.
Okay.
I missed the weekend.
So tell me. This is going to be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
What are your impressions of Tetris Effect from just watching trailers?
Tetris with shiny stuff around it.
Okay.
Yeah. That's. I mean,
But without having played it, are you like, this is something I'm very interested in, or something I'm very not interested in?
I'm a little gun shy about it, honestly. I'm very afraid of dropping $40 to play a game that's just going to be Tetris with Res or Luminous inspired visual effects around it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I like Tetris, and those Res and Luminous visual effects are very cool.
Yeah.
But I don't know that it's worth it for me. I think I've said before, I'm one of those ones, like, I appreciate Res, and I understand why people find it so groundbreaking and interesting, but I'm not, like, a fan myself.
The reason I asked you to give your basically uninformed opinion is because I want to kind of contradict it.
Yeah.
Because that's what a lot of people were saying before the game came out. So a lot of people were saying before the demo came out, and I think half the people that weren't convinced that played the demo were like, "Cool, I get it now," and then. But half the people who played the demo were like, "Yep, it's Tetris in VR, and it's not something I want to play."
Yeah.
And then the full game came out, and some people bought it, and they were like, "You know what? This is way bigger and way better than the demo even let on."
Yeah.
And it's absolutely worth $40. It's the best Tetris you'll ever play. And the only thing that's missing, as far as I'm concerned, and I said in my review, no multiplayer.
Yeah. So so there's some comments on that. First of all, hi from the Netherlands from Baseline, and then. Soul Vision just says, Des, you're wrong, and I say that with love, but you're wrong.
I agree. But you haven't played it.
Yeah,
so
I haven't. And
it's not like you're wrong. You just
right.
These are your pre-playing impressions.
Right. And if you listen to the first thing I said, it was like that I'm kind of gun shy about it. I'm worried about it. I am going to try it. I'm not going to say no, I don't want to play it, because as always, like, yeah, we've had other games where the demo, like people who've played, say, Moss, and just play the demo, shrug. But then you play the actual game, and wow, this is, it's not categorically different, but definitely much deeper and much more interesting.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna give it a try. I'm open-minded, obviously, but as we're even seeing in the comments now, that people are pretty split on it.
Yeah, it's one of the most divisive games on PlayStation VR. And here's the thing: at a certain point, I'm playing this game for hours and hours and hours at a time, right? And I'm doing. Every time you're reading the comments and you just have this puzzled look in your eyes, I'm like, I have to stop what I'm saying and ask you what you're reading.
This is just a technical Eisvogel, Eispfogel.
Sure.
Guys, is the camera lens dirty? For real now? Brian looks like he comes out of a telenovela and the colors are off. That's not the first comment about the colors I've seen.
It's dude, it's all sorts of weirdness. The problem is what we said before is we film viewer takeover with a different camera. The mics are set up differently with everything, and then we have to do this like crazy swap, real fast to get the stream started on time.
My fault today, guys.
So there's not a lot of time to like get the lighting correct, and I can see there's like this like huge like glare across my forehead, and the colors are way off. We don't get to do a lot of color correcting and that kind of stuff like on the live show.
Yeah.
And when the last time we had before the show, the worse off it is. I hate that there's like this much space between the bottom of the table and the bottom of the screen, but. These are things.
But we're on, and you don't want us to move the camera while this is going on, so we'll go with that.
So yeah, it's not a dirty camera lens. It's just we're victim of poor planning.
I want to totally take responsibility for this. I was late, so our viewer takeover got started late, so everything.
It's all good. It's all good. All right, so we talked about Tetris Effect.
Oh, Megalith, PSVR Underground. Thank you. Megalith pre-order is up $29.99, and then someone else asked about the demo or the beta.
No, it's on. It's on. It's open beta right now.
Yes.
Yep.
Should we or shouldn't we?
All right. So next up, what else did we came out last week? We also got this game right here. This is Violence, Blood, and Partial Nudity from Hammerhead. Hammerhead.
Ooh.
Survive the Horror, Episode 1. And let me tell you something about surviving the horror.
Yeah.
It's impossible to survive the horror because this game is so horrific. I was so excited for Siren.
Yeah.
And I'm so bummed out because the PSVR translation, the port was just a mess, an absolute mess on PlayStation, even on the Pro, which I'm assuming didn't get any Pro support. It's just a big blurry mess. It's probably the blurriest game I've ever played on PSVR. It's like Weeping Doll level of blurriness, and it's just the controls are not natural. The button you have to hold to walk is one of the face buttons, and so even after like 5 minutes of holding the tiny little move button, it like hurts your thumb. You're like, come on, why can't this be the move button?
Come on, guys.
Right? And everything's janky. We ran into a bunch of bugs before the game like really even got started. It's just bad news, and it wasn't really well received on PC VR.
Yeah.
But the translation to PSVR has been a total nightmare. I emailed the developers. I basically told them everything I thought was wrong with it, and asked them if we should expect a patch. And they thanked me for my critique, but it sounds like a few things will be fixed, but a few things won't be.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that pans out. Hopefully I'll have a review out later this week.
All right. Well, I think JD Max nailed it. Siren made me sigh.
Siren made me sigh. Okay, yeah, that's.
We have a £2 donation from Wolfie Smith, the Game Cub, again. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Siren is delayed in the UK while they fix it.
Good.
Interesting.
Good. I hope it's delayed until it's...
Oh, Bloody Bobby's 5 minutes are already up. Have a great show. Thanks for stopping in again.
Yeah, dude, thank you so much. Siren was so disappointing. Yeah, I don't know. People were enjoying the stream.
Yeah, but it's fun to watch someone else play a bad game. It is not so much fun to play it yourself. So,
yeah. Okay, so that was Siren. A game that I've been meaning to get around to that I downloaded immediately after it popped up on the store. Here, let me just switch over to the trailer. It's Star Bear Taxi.
Woo!
Now Dave Station VR did a stream of this.
Yes.
And I was watching it the other night.
Mm-hmm.
It's a $5 game, and he was having a total blast with this.
Okay.
So I'm excited to finally play it.
It looks super cute.
Yeah. I mean, it's basically like you stand in the... all of this stuff that's happening in the trailer is total bullshit.
Okay.
Because you stand in the middle of this like little town.
Yep.
And there's none of this like sweeping camera stuff. There's none of this like follow. It's all just you stand in one place and you control this kind of remote control UFO.
Okay.
And then you crazy taxi the crap out of it.
Okay.
There's a few different game modes. One of them is like a bullet hell type thing, which all three game modes look awesome. And for $5, I'm like, yeah, this is a game that I'm super excited to play.
I'm just saying, design-wise, I paid a lot more for games that look a lot worse.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So
absolutely, Star Bear Taxi, and the music is awesome, and it's cute, it's adorable. It seems like it should be, and I haven't even played it.
Okay.
So we'll see.
And their names are Funktronic Labs, so that wins.
Also, last week we got this one home. We're just going from trailer to trailer to trailer.
That's fine. Move it on.
This one, and hopefully I'm pronouncing it right. I've been pronouncing it this way for like months now. This is Durasane.
Durasane.
From Software, developers of Bloodborne VR.
Now, maybe we talked about this. Does Durasane mean something in Japanese? That
I don't think it's Japanese. I think it's.
Is it Korean?
No, it's not even Asian, if I remember correctly.
Oh, okay.
Here, let me check real quick while the trailer's running.
Yep. So I just got my first lens pen in the mail.
Here it is. It means uprooted or displaced from one's geographical or social environment. Or a person who has been or feels displaced.
That's English?
Apparently English, yeah. Absolutely.
Wow. I hear something.
Jeremy is definitely in the room.
All right, I am moving over. Yeah, lens. I thought they were going to say they got the pen. What? Hello. You shouldn't be watching us while you're driving.
I wasn't.
Yeah, if you feel like fixing the focus while you're up.
It's overexposure. It's got that look to it.
Well, then turn off that light. I know it's really tall and you're really short, but this will be fun to watch.
The switch?
On the back. Yep, right.
The switch
at the
is
highest
over by
point
TV.
possible. There we go.
Woo!
All right, that's slightly better.
But it was yours that needed the...
Fuck it.
Okay. Yeah, you want me to switch it back?
Sure. This will be fun to watch.
Yep.
I should turn the camera around and let everyone watch Jeremy turn the lights on and off.
And for those of you who are Patreon subscribers, this is the level of professionalism you're supporting. So thank you.
Right? Do you want
there
me
we
to
go.
make sure there's less space under the desk visible?
I mean, actually, so if you just use the little thingy on the right-hand side, the little turn crank.
Yeah.
Yeah, so on the left, there's a thing.
Lower it and raise it,
Yeah, on the left, you have to unscrew it first. Yeah.
Oh, so the lens pen thing is for VR lenses. They
Here,
sell
I'm
on
gonna
Amazon.
switch over so everyone can see Jeremy do this.
Yeah, I use the microfiber.
Now lift it up.
Woohoo!
So check this out. Keep going down.
Andrews Delpin, hello. Dan
going
didn't
down.
catch the stream from the start. Well, you missed
Going
this,
down.
So.
Dude, yeah, no, you're supposed to be going down the whole time. What are you doing?
Metcat, OMG, Sofa King, I'm jizzing now.
So now I'm confused. So go back up.
A wild Jeremy has appeared.
This is interesting. Keep
You've
going
got
up.
some fans here, man.
Keep going up. Keep going up. Keep going up. Keep going up. Keep going up.
The longer I touch it, the higher it gets.
Oh, you keep touching it, baby. It'll keep getting higher. Keep going up.
Wolfie Smith, yeah,
All right,
I thought the
perfect.
same thing with all those
Perfect.
accents.
Nice.
Absolutely, I thought it was French, but it's got to be a French loan word or something.
It looks French.
Yeah.
Totally.
I would be totally full of shit if I told you that I cared.
Fair enough.
Full
fair
of
enough.
le poupou?
Yeah. Des, give me a check 1, check 2.
Check 1, check 2. Check 1, check 2. Check 1, check 2.
Let me
Jeremy, give me a check 1, check 2.
check 1, check 2.
Perfect. That's
Check
not how
the
you
check.
talk, but that works perfectly.
Is that a new
Right.
table?
This
Hello,
is
everybody.
PSVR GAMESCAST Live, where we film every Tuesday afternoon at midnight and bring it to YouTube live every noon Eastern Standard Time. Now that Jeremy is here, the show's officially begun.
It's like a reunion. It's been 3 weeks.
It's been a while.
It has
1
been
week
3
I was sick. Second week the kids no school,
Right.
and then here now, and missed another viewer takeover unfortunately because I had that little lunch event at my kids' school. That's why my hair is not curly and all sticking up.
So Solo Vision lens
It's
pen.
work
sorry.
hair.
It's a lens pen. What's up?
Lens pen. So I saw someone said lens pen. I thought they meant one of our pens because we do have some pens here. They're not available for sale yet. I thought he was talking about one of those. I got confused. So to clarify things, we are not offering a lens pen for sale. This is how.
What's a
rumors get
lens
started.
pen?
A lens pen. So basically, instead of using a microfiber cloth to clean, it's basically a pen that's got a little softy thing on the side.
Somebody recommended that we sell the microfiber cloth for the PSVR headset.
Yep.
Branded without Parole, and I really like that idea.
I am terrified of that idea because what if the microfiber cloths are made poorly and then they trash their VR headset and they blame us?
Like it's not micro enough.
Right.
It's like a bad thread count.
Because the ones we'd be able to afford to sell will probably be dirt cheap.
It's like hemp.
I mean, so the ones I picked up the ones I picked up on Amazon came in like a 10-pack or 15-pack, and they were like less than $1 a piece.
Right.
Like so, I mean, like we
We
obviously don't.
It'll custom print them. And
Yeah, we don't want to screw up anyone's PSVR headset. That's true.
Yeah.
Very
Yep.
true.
What else we got, guys?
If you buy a T-shirt and people make fun of you, well, that's we have no control over that. But
Yeah, true.
if we sell you something that ruins your equipment, that's bad.
Also, last week we got this game right here. We got Transpose. This is by Secret Location. Secret Location, obviously the makers of Blasters of the Universe, and then in the upcoming The Great Sea, which is the Philip K. Dick science fiction short story that looks incredible. Half an hour little story, but this is
Philip K. Dick.
I think that's
short.
really. Is that his name?
Stories.
Yeah, Philip K. Dick. Yeah.
Good. I have
Absolutely.
for like a month. I was like, I got to memorize that name.
Yeah, everything you've watched in movies lately has been basically taken from him. Blade Runner, of course, is the most obvious one. Comes from the story. Do sheep believe? Do androids dream of their sheep?
Yeah.
And basically, all the movies that are based on his stuff are completely have nothing to do with his story. And he died pretty much penniless and in a really bad shape. And now people are making tons of money off of his stories.
I'm penniless and in really bad shape. Maybe it's my time.
Maybe. Well, yeah, but then you've got to die, and then people will make a movie based on this.
These
That's
will
what
all
I'm
be
saying.
these
Okay.
videos will be
Right.
precious
Yeah.
after Brian's dead.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Anyway, so Transpose.
Dude, Transpose is so good.
Yeah.
Transpose is fantastic. Secret Location's talking about adding like smooth turning option and everything. I got to say, like it's one of those games that like sometimes you walk in and you look around and you're like, I think I got this, and then but 99% of the time you walk in, you're like, I don't even know where to start.
Ooh,
this
I love
level.
those.
Yeah, so it's basically it's I would call it a multiplayer puzzle game where you're playing all the parts.
Cool.
Yeah, it's absolutely incredible. It's like nothing I've really ever
So,
seen
like,
before.
Portal, except when you go through the portal, your guy still stays there, and you can somehow interact with him over.
It's like you have to create a guy that creates the portal.
Yeah.
And then you have to create a new guy who, once that portal is created, has to walk through it.
So now, when I was watching your review of it,
Mm-hmm.
there was a portion where something got thrown that you threw,
Uh-huh.
and it landed over here.
Yeah.
Does that mean since you missed it, you have to then restart the whole flow of the pattern, or it automatically keeps endlessly?
You have to restart the pattern, like not from scratch.
Okay,
But
yeah.
you have to trash the guy that you're using right then,
Yeah.
and then watch the pattern until that happens again. But just because I missed it, the great thing about it is, even though I missed it when it landed,
Mm-hmm.
because gravity is different from the other person's perspective, it fell down just against the wall. So after that clip that you're
Yeah.
talking about, I just walked over and picked it up because it was sitting against the wall.
All right, so you can do that.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
totally.
sweet. Okay.
So we just got a $5 donation
Go,
from
go.
Coco the Poop Cat Dog.
Wow.
Go King Cats Go! Exclamation point.
What code is that?
FEJ2 4XNT 6XBN. Well, I'm sure somebody knows by now what it was.
Did somebody redeem that?
I would guess so. But it's been up there for about
Coco,
10 seconds.
thank you so much for the donation and
Yeah.
for donating this random
Whatever that is.
game and whoever redeems it, please tell
Let us know what it is.
Let
what
us know,
it
and
was.
so we can say thank you to Coco.
Wait, let me decide. Oh, that is a good game.
And Jeremy's typing it into
$300,000
his phone.
PlayStation credit? What?
What?
What's that?
There's a $300,000 PlayStation Store credit. Really crazy.
That'd be pretty crazy.
Yeah, right. Can you imagine? Holy shit.
And I think that pretty much covers all the games that came out last week, right? We talked about
That
Transpose.
guy's Will VR. Thank you so much, Coco. Beat Saber, here I come. So was it a gift card?
Maybe it's Beat Saber.
Maybe.
Oh,
Ciao, ciao. Grim Catnip, the game cat. He's got to go.
Hey, take it easy, Grim Catnip. Always a pleasure.
Oh, congrats, Will.
Season 2 in January.
Congrats,
Hopefully-
Will, for winning the season finale of the Catnip games.
Yeah, Will won.
I'm loving the fact that we have like a sub show, like a sub
Right.
thing
that none of us watch.
Yeah.
Right. I got to give Grim Catnip like my phone number so I can get text and say, hey, Grim, the Catnip games are starting now.
Yeah.
Because I always find out about them once they're over.
Yeah.
When they post in the community, they say, oh, hey, this is who won. And I'm like, oh, awesome. I didn't watch because I didn't know when it was going on.
Yeah. I find out about it now.
Yeah. Is anyone creeped out by Metcat's obsession with Jeremy? Asks Kebgret.
I'm a little jealous.
Oh, watch out. You're next. You are so
I
next.
wrote, but I'm flattered and curious.
Ooh,
You don't have to actually type the response. You're right here. You have a microphone.
I know, but it's kind of like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to like do two things at once, which I very much have trouble doing.
Okay.
Oh,
So
no,
that brings us
sorry.
to what's happening on the PlayStation Store this week. This week. Yeah.
Last week. See, I was too busy reading and I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Patreon.com/withoutparole.
Games.
He gets it every time.
I'm awful.
Yeah,
I said
totally.
meow. I said
meow.
meow for viewer takeover.
All right.
Yeah. Patreon.com/withoutparole. Meow.
Meow.
No one's gonna.
Was
get
that today?
there.
That was
Yeah.
the one we just recorded.
I didn't hear what you said, but I heard Brian be like, "Oh, you're new to the show." And
Yep.
da-da-da-da-da. That's why. You know.
I'm not good
Also,
at any
I think it
job.
was on Viewer Takeover that we pre-recorded.
Oh, so
Yeah.
it wasn't today.
It's tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
It happens already
Oh, dear
tomorrow.
Doug does. Thank you, Solo Vision.
So this week on the PlayStation Store, you guys might have seen my my live stream where we showcased the closed beta of Megalith, but that was only lasted a couple days
Yep.
because now we have the open beta for Megalith. Now here's the thing. Megalith is good. It's actually very good.
Yeah.
But it's also feels very limited. It is 2v2, and it feels like a game.
Okay.
It feels like a game that should be 4v4 or at least 3v3 minimum.
Yeah.
And when you start it up and you're like on a team of 2, you're like, oh, it just feels so.
Almost.
It's
kind of
like
thing.
it's missing something.
Yeah.
Like there's just not enough action because there's something missing.
Yeah.
But ultimately, it controls really great. It feels really great. It's a really fun game, and we don't really have many MOBAs or hero shooters.
Right.
And this is a lot of fun. So my immediate impressions, my first impressions, underwhelming, but still really fun.
Okay.
Yeah. We should probably
Throw it
Yeah.
out. Nick McCollum with a $5 donation.
Awesome.
All caps, Beat Saber hype.
Yep.
Beat
Thank
Saber
you.
hype to you as well.
absolutely, Nick.
And also to you as well.
Thank you so much for your donation, Nick. Beat Saber hype. Yeah, we should probably talk about that. We are literally 7 days away from Beat Saber.
And Coco says that was a $10 PS Network PSN card.
Oh,
He'll
way
do
to go,
that
dude.
once
Thank
in
you
a
so
while,
much.
he said.
right, so thank you, Nick McCollum. Thank you, Coco the Poop Dog.
Yeah, thank you.
everybody. This
Poop
is
Cat
crazy.
Dog.
Yes, Poop Cat Dog.
It's a Nickelodeon show.
Yeah, I know my Nick shows. Dude. Hey, Arthur, what?
See, yeah, I don't know. I feel like Cat Dog was long after we should have stopped watching Nickelodeon.
Yes,
Cat Dog.
Cat Dog.
Yeah.
It was kind of one and dog.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I know as soon as you said that, I can remember. I never watched it, never knew anything of it besides seeing the.
It's actually a
drawing of it.
really good cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Coming from the guy who watches iCarly religiously. I don't know.
I miss
Yeah.
Melissa.
I would say
Clarissa explains it all. The only
Yes.
reason is because they're gonna redo that show supposedly, kind of like what they did with Fuller House. Now it's gonna be her as a mother.
Wait, didn't they already?
I don't
Redo
know.
Clarissa?
Yeah,
No.
didn't that already come out? No. Oh no, she was on another
Sabrina.
sitcom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
and then Joey,
yeah.
Joey Lawrence, right?
That was
Yeah,
Blossom.
that's it. Yeah,
Melissa and Joey.
Yes,
I
that's
never
what
watched
was,
it. I just always remember him being like, "Whoa,"
But that was
and he had the hair cut
It
shorter.
was Clarissa and Joey.
And Sabrina.
okay.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
but Joey was on Blossom first, right?
Yes.
And then, oh Jesus, okay.
Yeah, he had the longer, like, kind of like the Lost Boy kind of Michael hairdo.
How sexy.
And then he trimmed it all up and shit and got all sleek for
Right.
Melissa.
Yeah. So we've successfully avoided 80s movies and gone into 90s sitcoms.
I don't know if successfully is the word we're looking for. Also this week we've got Crescendo of the Blood Moon. This is a Rec Room free quest, a new quest in Rec Room. Looking suspiciously
Which is
inappropriate.
not Castlevania.
It is Castlevania.
I'm surprised
It
they
is-
don't have a lawyer there. Just every time they say
Oh
the
my
name.
god! So that opening sequence is
Yeah.
obviously ripped out straight from Castlevania,
Mm-hmm.
and then we get the whip, which is our new means of not only locomotion but also beating each other up. Shovels and blunderbusses. Is that a type of gun?
Blunderbuss, yeah, that's that gun with the like the.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then Crescendo of the Blood Moon is such a takeoff of all of the Symphony of the Night, Circle of the Moon,
Right,
all
right.
of the different Game Boy
It's like
Advance.
a mashup when NIS makes the game where they cross all of their characters into one game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying this is like if there was the Mad TV or the Saturday Night Live sketch for Castlevania, that's what they call this.
Absolutely. And it looks like a lot of fun. It's obviously free, which is the crazy part. They're like doing this like whole promotional thing for it. And Rec Room is free, and if you don't have Rec Room, you're absolutely crazy because Rec Room's a lot of fun.
Rub your soul patch, Des.
Where's your? Oh, is that a soul patch?
Yeah.
Wait, somebody told you to rub your soul
Met
patch?
Cat.
This show has really turned. Oh wait, I was like, I don't have a soul patch. I just do it instinctively. I'm like, I'm not doing this because of you. Yeah, I don't know. Ridiculous. Oh my god, Castlevania VR, says Jay Meow. Yeah, pretty much. It's about the closest we're going to get to it anytime soon. Although now that From Software has put out Darasane, well, can we do Bloodborne VR, please? Give the people what they want. Now that you've done your little passion project, we're ready. We are wasted,
Right.
and we're ready.
Well, has it been confirmed that whole Easter egg portion where they believe it is part of the? Is it Bloodborne world there?
So it's as far as I'm concerned, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean,
It's such a
such a different game. It's in the same universe, just like they say E.T. was in one of the crafts in the expanded universe of a Star Wars movie.
Oh no, it was in Revenge of the Sith or Attack of the Clones. They had
forget.
They had the whole Senate there, and they actually one of the little
Attack of the Clones, I think.
one of the little things with the senators were the ET aliens.
Yeah.
So it's not just expanded. That is full on canon.
Yeah, just like it blew past me that supposedly the Millennium Falcon was parked at the diner in Spaceballs.
Oh yeah. Oh, in Spaceballs.
Yeah, when the thing at the end when it
Okay.
popped out,
I could buy that.
Yeah, no, it was like a photo of it, but yeah, I'm gonna get back, to games. Games.
what?
Hi.
Hey.
Spaceballs, the VR game.
There you go.
No, I'm strangely not a fan of Spaceballs.
No, it's one I grew up watching and thought it was hilarious, but if you
When I
watch
was
it
a
now,
kid, yeah.
you realize like this was a Star Wars spoof made by a person who had never actually watched Star Wars.
Yeah, it's close.
Because the only jokes in there are stuff you would get from the trailers, and basically the rest of it is just kind of Mel Brooks humor, which is great.
Yeah.
I do love Mel, but it wasn't like a loving parody of a film like Young Frankenstein. Young Frankenstein was made by a guy
Fantastic.
who loved Frankenstein and the Bride of Frankenstein.
Yes.
And you can absolutely tell the difference. This was, what's popular? Oh, Star Wars is popular. Okay, we'll make one of those. So.
Yeah.
And now we've successfully made it back to 80s movies.
Yes.
Everyone happy now? Is everyone happy?
I am. It was Phantom Menace. All right.
They're happy.
Phantom Menace. Yes,
Fuck
that's
Phantom
correct.
Menace.
Phantom Thread.
I'm not even a big enough Star Wars fan to be like fuck Phantom Menace. In fact, I watched the original trilogy long after everyone shit on it, and with the intention of liking it more than the original series.
Yeah.
Just to be like, well, fuck everybody else. I'm gonna like what I like. And man, I watched it and I was like, nope, absolutely not.
I've come around to it because of, well, first of all, the Star Wars Minute podcast. If you haven't listened to that, the newest season is started up, but they kind of changed my opinion on this. Like, you always joke around, like, what would happen if you gave a creator, a producer, a director, just some auteur, all the money in the world and no one to tell them how to spend it?
Yeah.
Give it a shot. Send it my way, and,
Right.
and we'll see what I do with it.
Yeah, and you always ask, like, what would happen if, like, the Coen brothers just got an unlimited budget and no Hollywood people to tell them what to do? We had that.
Yeah.
It's called the prequels. George Lucas had more money than God.
Yeah.
No one could tell him no. And that's so. If you think about it, first of all, it's the most expensive independent film ever made.
Really?
Right? Yeah. Well, it's Lucasfilm. It's his own company. So it's basically exactly that. So you've got this one guy with all the money in the world. No one could tell him no, and that's what we got. So I'm kind of I don't know. I'm a little more on board now. He did exactly what he wanted to.
Jar Jar for life.
Right.
Said gifted underachievers. I like your name more than I like your comment. Oh, Kev Greg, yeah, Combing the Desert. We ain't found shit.
Yeah.
There are some good bits.
No, it's a classic movie.
Yeah.
And it's really funny in its own right.
Yeah.
But it's just not as tied to Star Wars as like true Star Wars fans would like.
Well, no,
you know what's so
It's
funny?
a string of jokes.
Yeah.
Not a movie.
When I saw it, when it came out and as a kid and growing up through it, it's funny because, I know it's created from, the Star Wars feel, if you will, but I've never related the two in a weird way. Do you know what I'm saying? I know they mock it and they kind of go off of it and play the jokes with like the Schwartz but I never, I don't compare them in a sense.
Because it's really not. They took the characters' names and then
kind of went off.
I think Metcat sums it up perfectly in 4 words.
Yeah.
Wow.
We are all old.
This is also true.
That is the end of the story. All right, what do you think, Michelle? Is it time to begin the show the way we begin every show with a little game of should we or shouldn't we, with 90 seconds up on the clock, with the clock up on the counter, the way that Jeremy likes it now that he's here.
Wow, that was so quick. I just had to drop it quick, too.
Where's Michelle?
And it's our 90 seconds to tell you, the loyal Game Cats, you should or should not be watching and or playing the things that we've been watching and or playing. We only added watching because Jeremy's on the show.
Yes.
That said, Jeremy, are you ready to start? On your mark,
Sure.
get set, and...
Boom.
Hold on. No, hold on. Go.
Okay. So, 3 things. All of them non-VR related. 1, I finally saw the movie the other day, It Follows.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet.
I actually enjoyed it.
Was it scary?
Not scary.
I know, that's why I didn't like it. It was a good movie. It wasn't scary.
Yeah, exactly. Had tension to it, but not scares. I went to the theater, and I saw Overlord on Friday.
Wait, that's out?
Yeah, it came out last Friday.
I gotta go. That's a new
I
J.J.
went.
Abrams movie.
It's-
I haven't seen it yet.
Zombie Nazis, right?
I thought it was fucking great.
Nice.
I thought it was awesome. The
Wait,
pacing was
Was it
perfect.
scary?
Way more scary than Halloween. It was the best.
Stop
like,
yelling. I can't reach your knob.
Wait, hold on. Let me bring it to you.
The times I've heard that.
You guys are up, by the way.
But I got to say that
Stop yelling. Actually, I've turned you so far
That's
down.
too...
okay, so I thought it was the best new IP, would you call it, that I've seen in a long time because the pacing was great. I just thought it was pretty tense in the beginning, 40 minutes, just a war movie. And then it basically started to build up steam and subtly hint in the Nazi experimentation shit. And I'm not going to get any more, but it's definitely...
You have 10 seconds for your third part.
And Red Dead Redemption 2.
Huh.
It owns me. It's like Westworld, you know? It's
You're
like
such a traitor.
I know, but I knew I was going to play it the day it got announced.
R2-D2 to bring the Star Trek back, right?
Huh?
Yes.
R2-D2.
Oh, Bohemian Rhapsody.
so
I
it's
actually
not
have to
good.
go with a friend to see that Thursday night. I promised them.
What are you going to see Thursday night?
Bohemian
Rhapsody.
Rhapsody.
Oh.
But it's hard for me to get Rami Malek out of my head as not being Elliot from Mr. Robot.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It was easy for him to not be King Tut's son from Night at the Museum for me and Mr.
I think
Robot.
it's easy for him, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'll see it. I can't... I hear he does a really good job. But yeah, Red Dead Redemption is an absolute must, but forget it. I never realized the scope of this game because I put myself, like usual, media blackout, trailer 1.
The thing I keep hearing about Red Dead 2 is the same thing over and over, which makes me really happy that I'm not playing it. I hear the fun factor gets sort of lost because like you're doing a lot of things and you're doing a lot of stuff in the game, like but the moment to moment gameplay isn't terribly fun.
Yeah,
I hear it's often sad, it's often depressing, but the fun kind of gets lost in Rockstar trying to make this immersive world. Did you find that to be true?
When I first started playing the game, I thought it was so detailed and so involved to play this game. The button presses have many uses depending on what's happening, that I almost was turned off to it, and I thought, all right, this isn't really what I thought. Then I got to the point where we were going to rob the train in the beginning, so I'm like, let me see how this goes. As that progressed and happened, I started to really enjoy the game, and then when you were let loose, the beauty of the game is incredible. It's very much my pace of game nowadays because, yes, it is very slow. There is a lot to do, and you constantly have to think. It does take a little bit of the fun out of it in a sense because it does make it very realistic, including the slopes of hills you climb up. If they're too steep, you can't make it. You can get hurt when you slip. Your horse can fucking die permanently, and I get so goddamn attached to my horses that I am so sad if one of them dies. I'm scared shitless of that happening. You have to comb your horse. You have to feed it. You've got to pet him, settle him down if he gets a little bit wonky.
Oh my god, these are reasons I don't have a real horse in real life.
All of it. They shit. They poo. It's like your beard grows, and it's absolutely so detailed. I mean, it can be a bit lifelike.
Yeah,
you know?
It's for me. I having not played it and I'm decidedly not going to play it.
Yeah,
no interest.
Yeah, I wouldn't say this is anywhere near your cup of tea.
I lost interest in Red Dead 1 around Mexico.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's not even halfway through the game.
Yeah,
and so.
Is that a joke?
What?
I don't know.
Oh,
Okay.
That.
Yeah, the boys are fighting in the chat. Stop. So I don't know. It just seems like too much. It's like, for a game that basically, I think they tried. I'm not going to make any judgments about the games. I haven't played it, but from the impressions that I get from people who have played it, they tried to make it as different from Grand Theft Auto 5 as possible.
So different.
Yeah.
And they've created this whole other experience in seemingly something that I should like. But I think because it's not in VR. And I know the time commitment it would take for me to like get in and enjoy it.
Yeah,
I've cut myself off completely, and I'm like, nope, I'm not. I'm just not even going to start it.
Yeah,
so I'm not, because I can't do it. If it was in VR, I'd be all about it. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
It sounds like my kind of game, but I don't have time to do that.
Yeah, I know I'm never going to finish it. I know it's one of these games I'm just going to play it a little bit longer, and eventually it's going to be one of those games that just goes uncompleted, and I'll never uninstall it because I'm like, what if I do want to play it? I'm going to have to install it again.
Right. What is it, like 100 gig or something?
Roughly.
Yeah.
Oh, good Lord.
Roughly a little less than 100 gigs on the PlayStation.
Pretty crazy.
Yep.
That means you're up, Asia.
All right.
On your mark, get set, go.
So I'm actually going to not talk about a game at all. I'm going to talk about what's going on here. So as of this recording, Stan Lee has passed away, and
as this recording, like as if somehow in the future,
like we did it
will be inaccurate.
I don't know. Well, yeah, that's true. So yeah, it's just there's a lot of controversy. Like I was actually going through like, do I wear a Spider-Man shirt? Like, well, Steve Ditko really did more. And it's like, honestly, he is responsible for so much of pop culture today, but so much of like what I grew up with, that I just wanted to take a moment to kind of metaphorically pour one out for Stan Lee. And my recommendation, if you haven't checked it out yet, if you're at all on board with reading comics on your computer or other device, the Marvel Unlimited thing, it's like $10 a month, and I think like $60 a year. You basically have access to like 20,000 titles spanning the whole, basically a whole history of Marvel comics. So that's fantastic. And if not, man, just go to Amazon, go to your local comic store, pick up a Marvel Masterworks editions of some of the original X-Men or Fantastic Four comics. They're like $20 and they have like 240 pages. They show you some of like the original runs of these comics, and they're absolutely worth checking out. Even if he wasn't directly responsible for the creation of all this stuff, he was the heart and soul of Marvel Comics. He was the energy behind it, and so my pick of my should we or shouldn't we is you should show some respect for Stan Lee, while also keep in mind the other stuff. But yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a nice 90-second tribute.
Yeah, well, there's a whole thing between Jack Kirby and him, and who actually has credit for creating what, and believe me, Kirby and Ditko absolutely have points, but at the end of the day, there would not be a Marvel Comics without Stan Lee.
My pick would be go watch Mallrats.
Yes, yeah. There's all these BuzzFeed what are the best cameos of Stan Lee? Not a single one of the Marvel ones counts. It's the Marvel.
Oh yeah,
it's the Mallrats. Absolutely. Yep.
I've never seen Mallrats.
What?
Or no, I did see Clerks.
She's chasing Amy?
No.
You're crazy.
Yeah.
So Clerks, excellent. Chasing Amy, really good. Mallrats. It was one. Actually, I was reading a thing with oh my gosh, Kevin Smith saying he was like, actually, this is one of the times when the studio cut would probably made sense. Because there's some stuff that happens in the studio release that doesn't make sense, like when he decks that guy in the parking lot. It's like, wow, that was a really... There's this whole other subplot about an assassination attempt. That's kind of cut out, but yeah.
So shouldn't we mourn Stan Lee?
We should absolutely mourn Stan Lee. Definitely.
Yeah.
What did all this get followed up with? Obviously, in the Kevin Smith line of movies, obviously there was Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, but what was the one about God?
Dogma.
Dogma.
Yeah.
Dogma was so good.
And then I think that was kind of the end of the Viewisk universe. He's done some other stuff, but I don't think there's anything else.
It was because Tusk was him, but that was completely separate.
Tusk
was him?
Yep.
Yeah.
Tusk was him.
And I
love
love Tusk.
Yeah.
I thought Tusk was brilliant.
What else was
there?
Tusk recently? An actor from the movie Tusk? There was something with Tusk. God damn it.
No, I think there's a sequel in the works.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I'll be interested in checking that out then. Okay. All right, then I guess it's my turn. Where is this timer? I gotta capitalize it or something. On my mark, get set.
Go.
No, I hate this little touchpad. Go. Nothing happened. Go.
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 All right, I'll start counting up to
Wait a
90.
minute, hold
1, 2, 3.
This can't be right. Hold on. What if can I cut to that? I can cut to that. Can I cut back to this? I hate OBS.
Right.
Go! Okay. So I want to talk a little bit about Durasne, because we kind of talked about all the other games that came out last week, but we didn't really talk about Durasne. Durasne is, man, oh man, I feel like it gives off a really bad first impression.
Yeah.
Right? First of all, for anyone who doesn't like click turning, for anyone who doesn't like, teleportation.
See your litter box.
Yeah. This week's litter box. Okay. We haven't published that one yet. It is immediately a turnoff, even though the graphics are beautiful. We're still on. We've reconnected successfly. I don't know. Here, keep an eye on the chat. Make sure that everyone's
It's still going. Yeah.
Can you all see us?
And make sure no one has an issue
egg
here.
Timer. Yeah.
That was strange. I don't know what happened there. But let's see.
Durasne.
Yeah. So I think it's a beautiful game, and I think it's a beautifully told story. But you really, really have to get invested into it, and I think that a lot of people will enjoy it if they give it the time. But I think the first half hour, the first hour even, is like, man, when you find out what you're doing, when you're walking around, time's kind of frozen the whole time.
Okay.
You're just like, but man, once it all kind of kicks in, I'm like, I never wanted to leave.
Yeah.
And the second it was over, I never start a game over as soon as it's over, and I immediately did.
Oh, wow.
So highly, highly recommended.
Now there's hidden characters and stuff around because you went back to go try to find some people you didn't interact with the first time.
What it is there's 8 hidden coins.
Oh, coins.
And they are expertly hidden.
Yeah.
I found only one, I think, on my first playthrough.
Wow.
And then when I started up my second playthrough, I started actively looking for them instead of saying, oh, I'm just going to try to get through the story.
Right.
Yeah.
And I found, I want to say 3 or 4 more within the first couple hours.
Okay.
But I've only gotten to the halfway point, and I haven't continued from there.
Harder or easier than the top hidden geomes?
That's an excellent question. I mean, it doesn't take as much dexterity, but it takes a lot more patience.
Okay.
Because so when you teleport around in the game, you teleport to pre-designated locations, nodes, right?
Okay.
So I feel like at a certain point, when you've stopped getting, sometimes there's clues telling you where the coins might be. Mm-hmm. I haven't found all the clues apparently because now I'm just going from node to node, stopping, looking everywhere, ducking and looking around on the ground and stuff, looking under everything, and I'm like, nope, not here. Next node, and I mean, and there's literally 1,000 nodes in the game.
Oh, geez, okay.
But that just speaks to my love of what this game is doing.
Madman's got all 8.
Yeah.
I hate you.
On this first run through, it seems.
So maybe expertly hidden isn't the right word. Maybe I just didn't discover all the clues because the clues do kind of tell you hey, you know that door you've been trying to get through, and so go to that door that's always
really
locked, and there it is. But I guess maybe if you're like more observant than I am and you find the clues, and that'll save you a bunch of time.
A character just appears and.
It's like a rare game, a hint in a rare title. Like,
all right, you guys, a bunch of PlayStation VR news happened this week.
This week.
First and foremost, I think the thing that everyone's most excited about. Keep you in suspense. There it is.
Bet Saber.
Yep. So Beat Saber. Beat Saber's finally coming out, guys.
Yay!
Surprise.
I'm excited. I'm very excited. I have been on the hype train for this since I saw the first trailer. I was like, I need this now. To the point where I was starting to doubt. I was having doubts it was ever coming, and thinking, do I have to go over? I have a friend who's got PC VR, and I was like, do I have to go over to his house and play this? But no.
I love that people were having doubt that it was actually going to show up.
Yeah.
Like, does everyone subscribe to Polish Paul and like actually listen to the bullshit he spouts?
I've just been hurt so much by developers that at this point, it would not have shocked me.
I would have been so shocked if this thing got canceled, if it never came out.
Yeah.
Or if it even got, quote unquote, delayed. They said 2018. They'd been saying that forever.
Yeah.
And so the fact that
They cut it close. They did it.
It's a small development team. They had Sony behind them.
Yeah.
And it's a relatively simple game. So I was saying to myself, I was like, what are they doing? Because there's no way they haven't gotten the port done.
Yeah.
And what they were doing, in fact, was adding a bunch of stuff to it. And if we head on over to the PlayStation blog.
Okay. Anyways, go on with that. Sorry.
Okay. Not only obviously they announced the release date of November 20th, but they also announced a ton of new content, features, new ways to play. They're saying there's a campaign mode created exclusively for PSVR.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
They're saying exclusive new songs, and so it's 5 new exclusive songs. And the people who are saying, the mod community on the PC has created thousands of songs, so there's never going to be an exclusive PlayStation VR song. Well, I pay for my stuff.
Yeah.
I support musicians. I pay for songs, and I don't embrace the mod community.
Yeah.
Right. That's like, we're just going to make these for free and not give any credit, any money toward the people who wrote the songs.
Yeah.
So that's just not my speed. I don't go play on PC if you want to rip people off.
Yeah.
Tons of modifiers. They're saying this game contains many modifiers to make your gameplay even more challenging and exciting every day, which I'm wondering.
Wonderful word,
The thing that's right below the modifiers is epic sabers. Get ready to slash those beats. They look amazing. Whatever.
Yeah.
The sabers look different.
Yeah.
In the PlayStation VR version.
Mm-hmm.
And so my question is this how they look in the PlayStation VR version, or is this one of the modifiers? Are there different versions that you can use? I'm hoping there's a ton of different sabers to unlock.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm also wondering, did they have to make them look differently to avoid getting sued now that it's on like an official Sony platform? Right.
This is another one where I think the lawyers are just waiting. There's just, a team from Disney who's just like, say star, say light. Oh God, please do it.
Yeah, totally. There's also party mode, which obviously is going to be turn-based. There's no way they're doing multiplayer in that way. There's a one saber mode. You can play just one-handed.
Yeah.
No arrows.
Oh, Lord.
Right?
So you just have to guess? Or
it says the direction of your swing depends on you. How fast can you decide and make the best cut? So I think it actually simplifies it.
I see.
Right? Which I think I need to start with.
Well, no, because that would, you could chain it. I can see why that would be more difficult, because they can tell you, this is the most, because if it blocks up here and blocks up here, the most efficient way would be to go sideways and up.
I think they're like those arrows are basically directing you. This is the most efficient way to do it.
I think so. That's probably.
But obviously your cut you don't get credit unless you do it the right way.
Do you have to maintain a side, or can you see one symbol here, and here, and just be like, up and around?
I think the handedness matters. I think it's one is red, one is blue.
There are colors.
So it is specifically
right.
All right.
And then
unless you could toss the controller mid swing.
Yeah, that'd be sick,
that'd
right?
Be pretty
like
epic.
But
then you'd have to ignore the warnings and remove the wristbands.
That's true.
The one big thing that they mentioned was that, just like we predicted last week, is that there's going to be a 10-song DLC pack coming shortly after launch. We don't know if that's going to cost anything, and I think
probably.
Yeah, I don't know. I can see it both ways, because I honestly think I don't think this game's going to cost the same as it costs on PC.
No.
I think with Sony's push behind it, with all the exclusive content we're getting, with the 5 exclusive songs, it's either going to be $25 or $30.
It's going to be more.
And here's
I don't think it's going to be more than 30, but I
say $29.99 is my guess.
But I think them saying, hey, here's here's the free DLC pack will kind of lighten that blow a little bit.
Maybe.
I'm just saying.
To invite people in also, like, make the purchase. Look what you get for free.
Yeah.
You know?
Or maybe it's only free for this week.
Maybe.
And then we convince people to buy it.
First one's for free, kids.
Any word on a bundle or anything like that?
Nothing
Yet?
Nope.
So the one thing I was going to say, they Beat Saber did announce. So there was that backlash. There's the backlash from the PC gamers who were like, "We've been playing this for months. Where's our free content
Or our exclusive content, right?
Content.
Yeah,
It's like,
for
well,
real.
first of all, this is the thing that PC and consoles have been doing forever.
Yeah.
We were talking about at work the other day. Is like, remember Soul Calibur? Remember you could only get Link if you. Okay, that's a thing that happens. So don't get mad at the other community. Get mad at the. But Beat Saber has come out and said, yes, you're going to get that stuff too.
Yep.
So it's a timed exclusive now.
Yeah, and I think it's Sony basically telling them, shh, keep it quiet.
Or secrets of gonna get someone to hold a fishing rod with a pinata box hanging in front for some haptic feedback.
Mm-hmm. And then Skibby, the game cat, says, will Dez have a professional advantage in Beat Saber because it's fencing background?
No, actually, in fact, that kind of action is exactly what you don't want to do in fencing, unless you're doing saber. Everything is going to be going forward. I'm going to say thrusting. Calm yourselves. But it's not swing and slashing like that. So, in fact, if anything, I will tell my students not to play it.
Holy shit. Wolfie, thank you for your donation. But what is it? 3 cheers for Gamertag and his 24-hour... He did a 24-hour stream?
So I have to admit, I was sick yesterday.
Yeah.
Still kind of lost my voice here. And and I slept all day. Mm-hmm. So I missed something. And I know that Gamertag was doing something for cancer, some kind of 24-hour stream for cancer. I apologize for not knowing the details. Gamertag's my dude. We're buddies, and so I apologize for not knowing the details behind his stream. But congratulations.
Yes.
And hopefully he raised a lot of money for his cause.
I saw on Twitter results of this, apparently. I just, yesterday, Mondays are my 12-hour work, and then after work is life. But yeah, I didn't get to see any of it. Wow, the 24 hours.
All right, yeah, all the comments are saying that the stream was incredible.
Wow.
He did exactly that. It was awesome, fantastic.
Is he still alive?
He's sleeping.
Okay.
Right. He did it last Friday and Saturday. Okay, so I was at work all those days, so I went from working to being sick. So
he raised over 1,000 pounds.
Holy crap, that's insanity.
1,000 pounds.
Nice. Yeah, I felt bad. We missed Extra Life this year.
Yeah,
something we definitely wanted to do, but obviously our schedules are a mess. So next year we'll definitely be looking into doing some. God.
Yeah.
I knew it at the second it came out of my mouth. I'm like, you know what?
We got another internet issue. Ref just said, I'm wondering if the weather's messing with it.
Over here we're fine.
Ref was the first one to mention it at the beginning too.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Yeah, over here we're fine. So I'm not sure if it's something on your end, to be honest with you.
His eyes bulge are healing. Seriously, do you take like 2-hour breaks to just put some eye drops in or something?
He was saying that he needed to.
Yeah.
I was watching a little bit of his stream this morning. He was doing Gran Turismo Sport, and he said, yeah, he definitely had to use some eye drops.
Oh man,
nice.
Oh, that's great. His wife promised if they got over 1,000 pounds, she'd play Resident Evil 7, and she did. It was great.
Fantastic.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's excellent. We just talked about some awesome Beat Saber news. We talked about, hey, Gamertag, that's awesome news as well. Yeah. Congratulations. But now we got some.
Sounds like we have some bad news coming.
It's not so much bad news. It's just like, I think I predicted this one too. This is from Monochrome, I believe. There it is. Monochrome Games. They are the makers of Contagion VR or Contagion Outbreak VR.
Okay.
And so they had been saying, oh yeah, we're going to get the PlayStation VR version out in November.
Eventually.
Well, they said November, like 2 months ago, and they hadn't even started the porting process.
Oh wow!
And I was like, I don't think you guys know what you're in for, right? Like, oh yeah, we're
poor sweet child.
Like, we don't know how to implement aim support, but yeah, it's going to be there day one. And I was like, what?
Wow!
We
confidence.
Yeah. Oh, totally. And I respect them for being like, yeah, we're going to do everything that you guys want, but unfortunately, as we kind of predicted, they're saying, well, it's not going to be out this month.
Yeah.
We don't know when it's going to be out, but it is coming. They are working hard on it, so be patient. They cited a lack of content. I think they said there wasn't enough in the game to make it a worthwhile purchase. Yeah. So,
that's honest. I kind of appreciate that actually. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, and obviously, they're committed to making this awesome game for PlayStation VR. We want it to be as good as possible by the time it comes out. So often, we get this kind of like half-assed version that, the developers are constantly patching and trying to update. And, oh, now you have full locomotion. Oh, now it's pro-patched.
Yeah.
Now it's this, now it's that. And it's like, okay, well, why wasn't it this way at launch? Why didn't you just delay it for a month? Instead you screwed over a bunch of people who bought it in the first month and now don't want to go back and play it, to see the improvements. So I don't know. I'm glad Monochrome is doing the right thing.
A lot of people have been saying that. Alien Isolation.
Yeah.
Remember we used to talk about what game do you want on VR? A lot of people said Alien Isolation. And I didn't even think of that. It never even crossed my mind when that game originally came out to even play it. It just, I didn't care.
Yeah.
But I bet you it'd be sick because what I hear is that alien and just the way you're sneaking around. And
Did you play the whole game?
The what?
Did you play the whole game when it came out?
No, I didn't even deal with it. Alien Isolation?
You never played it?
No, but
okay.
I sold it. I think I worked at GameStop when that came out.
I don't know.
It was probably more than like 5 years ago, right?
No.
No?
No.
So Coco Poop Dog, if you haven't noticed, I am always wearing a Disney hat. But thank you.
Where am I? Wait,
It is right here.
Oh, cool.
Just noticed Dez's hat. Very nice. Taking both the kids next December.
Yay. Turn towards me, Desra. Oh.
It's the mouse, and I actually have it.
Oh, nice with
Yeah.
the D.
Yep.
Nice.
2014, October 2014.
I used to think that was a P when I was a kid, and I was like, why do they say Disney when it's Pisney? Like a little young chap.
Sorry.
What?
The D in the Disney.
Oh, no, it's Desra.
I know that is.
Okay.
But you got the D,
Yeah?
the big D. I used to think it was Pisney. I mean, I'm talking like 7, 8.
see
It's
that.
like one of my earlier
A really
memories.
sloppy P.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah.
A really sloppy P.
I did that when I was probably about 7 too. Now it's like a little less sloppy. Sometimes I sit and clean the toilet.
Alien Isolation.
Brian, you know if you sat down and went pee-pee, you'd have to clean your toilet a lot less.
I often sit down.
It actually was because of being divorced, living alone with my 2 girls, and then, urinating, and I didn't want any of them to walk in. Like my daughter had done that time I was showering. Did I tell you that?
I don't know.
I was taking a
I have
shower.
feeling you're about to.
And it was when the kids were like small enough where it's like you couldn't just close the door. Now they're like practically fucking teenagers.
Yeah.
So I was like showering, washing my hair. Then all of a sudden I hear my eldest, who at the time probably was like 5, being like, "Dad, you're pooping in the shower," and it was my penis. And I was like, "No!" And I had soap and I had a churn. I'm like, "Close the shade." And I was mortified. And it's like, for several reasons. But no, I don't have a dark toned penis, by the way. It is very much the same.
Not a question I was thinking.
Uniform color.
Wait a minute. Hold on. All the pieces just came together in my fucked up head. So, oh my god, I can't believe I'm going to actually say this. Your daughter saw your penis. Thought that
I thought I was giving birth to a leg.
thought that you were pooping out the front of your body.
Apparently. Well, a 4-year-old, I don't know what the fuck they think.
Carry
I
on.
actually probably do.
No, just I couldn't believe, like, I was listening to the story and I was just like
Trying to envision Jeremy shower, soap in his...
actually trying not to, and then so that's why I wasn't putting the pieces together, and here we are.
Yeah, the life of a single dad. Yeah, that happened.
Bye,
So
Mookie.
P sitting down.
You picked a good time to leave.
You should.
yes, you
You
did.
probably should have left 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, probably. Anyhow,
So Alien Isolation.
so never played it.
So
no.
Alien Isolation, and you never played it. Oh my god. All right.
Demon Ted just gave us a
Yeah.
$4.99 quid.
Nice.
Alien Isolation PSVR petition. Do you have one
Sweet.
started, or you
Yes, put the link in the chat or something.
Yeah.
Because if there's a thing, do it.
Yeah.
I'll definitely sign it. Who was that? That was published by Sega, right?
I don't remember.
Here, I got it right here. It is.
It had poor reviews generally. It was like a 6, right? Out
Well,
of a 10, if you
IGN
will?
gave it a 5.9. GameSpot gave it an 8.1. On Steam, it's a 9 out of 10.
Holy.
I think it's a game people like the idea of more than the actual play.
Probably PC would be better. Maybe there's modifications for PC to make it a little bit
Here's the thing.
improved. I don't know.
6 hours in, I beat the game. 6
Okay.
hours in, I was like, this game is amazing.
Oh, all right.
7 hours in, I'm like, this game's still going. 8 hours in, I'm like, God, I thought I was going to beat this game 2 hours ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
12 hours in,
Holy
I was
fuck
like,
nuts.
thank God this thing's finally over. Like, there's this
12-hour game.
there's this inherent like fear factor when like you're hiding under a desk and the alien tail's like in front of you and it like, climbs up into the ventilation system and you're like, man, I hope it's gone. That like totally falls off a cliff after a certain number of hours, right? And then they do add in like the whole Android thing and like so it mixes it up a little bit. But man, it is just, I think in VR, that fear wouldn't go away as quickly as it does on a flat screen.
Yeah.
But man, yeah, like the game is basically twice as long as it should be, and so like I think if it was half as long, it would get way better scores.
It's
yeah.
Mark Rosewater, one of the lead designers of Magic the Gathering, has a podcast, and he talks about game design, and that's one of the things he says is like the game should be over before your players are ready for it to be over.
Yeah.
Because the game is over after they're ready for it to be over, then they didn't have fun, and they're gonna even if you did enjoy the first 6 hours
Thoroughly.
and if it stopped there, best game of all time.
Yeah. You get to a certain point in the game where you like where you're not scared anymore.
Yeah.
And you've figured out the formula, right?
Right.
So you're like, okay, I need to get from here to there. Now, usually you'd be like, well, I got to hide over here, and I got to tiptoe over here, and then hide, and eventually you're just like, I'm gonna fucking beeline it and run, and see if I can grab it before the alien chases me and run through that door and close it behind me. I'm safe.
Yeah.
Sweet. And you start cheating the game.
Yeah.
Because you've just lost interest in playing it the way it's supposed
Just
to
want
be
to get
played.
it done.
Yeah. And so that's why it kind of falls apart halfway through.
Just a question from the Bearstees Cavern.
What's up, Hugo Pet Cat?
Yes, he had. He's back from Cuba. Finally went to Cuba and asked if you got the video.
Oh, I got the video.
Okay.
Everyone will see the video next week on Viewer Takeover.
Next week.
Yeah.
Okay. So yes.
Yeah. It's
Question asked and answered.
It's a thing.
That's the one you're referring to.
Yeah.
Great. You missed a lovely video from Matt Cat.
Was it on?
Met Cat introduces tomorrow's Viewer Takeover.
Yes.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm excited, Met Cat. What do we got? Balloon knot. What are we seeing?
We got a takedown notice what we got, but
Yeah. I have to figure out if it's there's licensed music in it. I'm like, I got to figure out if I can even publish it.
yeah.
Oh,
just
for real?
pro tip, guys. If you're gonna not to diss the creativity of his video, but if you're going to include music, don't.
Make it your own music. Make it some kind of royalty-free music.
Yeah.
Because it's very easy to get a copyright strike. And that'll
As
prevent
you
us
know,
from.
And
right
if you-
before our E3 live stream.
Oh my
remember
god!
that?
Because
Wow.
Ubisoft shut down the whole channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great.
So if you go through the effort of making the video, we want to use it, but if there's licensed music or music that you don't own in it, there's a good chance we can't unless Brian gets really creative and
I might have to get real creative.
yeah.
Beerstee's Kevin says, sorry about the body hair. Now you get an idea of what the... Oh, God.
I
We'll
missed.
have it.
I missed the body hair.
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't.
No one missed anything.
Yep.
Yep. Mikey Sensei says, I don't care how long that game was. I loved it. All right. I think the other game, is whenever you bring up the topic of, these games belong in VR, you get the same two games every single time.
Yeah.
You get Alien Isolation
Yep.
and BioShock 1.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I totally agree with at least BioShock.
Borderlands 2 apparently.
That's
So
what,
that's
I
what we're
guess
getting.
That's what those two
Everyone
meant,
stopped
actually.
asking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like begging for a piece of cake when
What
you're a
about
kid, but
electronic-
instead
so-
you get cheese and crackers.
Now I opened a can of worms here. Everyone's asking about video game music, Parole music, Electronauts music.
Video game music.
Electronauts has I think 4 or 5 songs that are royalty free.
Okay.
That either they created in game or something, or they created for the game itself.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of Electronauts is you stream that and you're going to get a strike immediately.
Yeah.
Which is fine. It's not. So there's different things. We say copyright strike just because that's what rolls off the tongue.
Yeah.
But it's not. If you get an actual copyright strike, your channel's in trouble and you're going to start having issues with YouTube. But it's actually there's a copyright infringement notice that you get sometimes. That's like, hey, don't worry, your channel's fine. We're just letting you know that we're going to put up ads and give your money to someone else. And that's what we get more often than not.
Okay.
And so copyright strikes, when they start adding up, you get in trouble. The normal notice is nothing. So,
Justin Observer the Game Dog, would you kindly make BioShock VR?
would you kindly?
I mean, us?
We can't.
No.
But thanks for asking politely.
I know you got
Lloyd,
something
maybe Lloyd can get
impossible. So what happens? Yeah, what happens if you ask him something impossible?
on it. Then you get nothing.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Please leave that song in. It makes the video. How does Mikey Sensei know? You and Metcalf been cohorting? Is that a word?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's a simpler explanation. I was looking for the camera he had planted in the, so he could watch us watch it.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Oh, it's right there. You just can hack into it. Right here.
Or Chippendales. Oh, I got so excited about Chippendales. I was thinking Chippendales Rescue Rangers.
No,
yeah,
you
I
probably
would be
think
all
of
over.
the masculine dudes with the bow
Yeah.
ties.
That's Chippendales, like the furniture.
Are they still a thing, the Chippendale dancers? Because they were big in the
Yeah, probably.
Weren't they big in the 80s, early 90s, Chippendales, or was that 90s? early 2000s.
I can only assume they're still a thing.
They probably are.
know.
Just they're probably like bloated
Here,
out, overweight slightly.
You know, this is what the internet's
the
for.
dad bod.
Chip and no, it's Chippendales. Yeah.
How do you know the spelling, Des?
What?
Because
It's not chip,
Chip
like
N?
CHIP.
No, it's Chip. CIP. That's it.
Oh, is
It's
it
not
really?
Chip and Dale.
It's-
It's one word. Chippendales.
Oh,
Yeah, Chippendales is. I know it's a style of furniture, but I don't know why they're called that.
why? There's somebody pushing your stool for you? Get it?
Founded in 1979. Holy crap.
Oh, shit. So Chippendale is 39 years old. Yeah, they're like dads and like can't go
not a
out
single one
anymore
of
to
them are
dance.
39.
Kneecaps hurt.
It's like,
Oh,
it's like,
there's a picture.
oh my god, 2019 World Tour. This is what happens when you go to their website. There's
Oh,
literally
it's like
a guy.
spelled like chippin'. Is this
Yeah,
like
Chippendales.
a Mandela thing? I don't remember chippin' being spelled like that. Although I didn't really look.
I was gonna say, like, do you have
As
an
well as you did,
extensive
apparently.
history with Chippendales?
I guess not. Well, that is my tattoo on my back. That
I'm not
dude
judging, by the
pouring
way. It
water.
sounds like I'm judging. I'm not judging.
Wait, is that Hawaii?
I
What is
don't.
that tattooed on his lower rib? Is that the one that the
Everyone go
Lord
to
removed to
chippendales.com
create men?
and see what we're looking at. There's a dude with a black bow tie on, well, seemingly naked from the waist up, pouring water on himself, and he's got maybe a tattoo of Hawaii.
He's formally
Yeah.
dressed, though. I mean, he can go to any occasion with that,
Maybe any black tie occasion.
right?
Yeah.
Because like a Chippendale chair is like a really high class kind of furniture, and I think that was the takeoff. Is like they're the high class male dancers. So
yeah.
they were the Chippendale dancers.
Let's see how much
I'm
tickets
guessing.
cost.
That's my
What
guess.
odd tickets?
Let's see how much tickets cost in Dallas.
Road trip.
Brian's ads on his computer now are going to be all sorts of dancing, male dancing.
Trust me, they already were.
If we get 10,000 Patreon subscribers, we will go to Vegas and watch Chippendales show. I'm going to say that right now.
Wait, what's your budget per ticket between 12 and 49? How about you just tell me how much ticket
I hate
costs?
this. No, they're all doing this now. When you go to buy tickets, they don't tell you the cost. They're like, oh, what can you pay?
Yeah, we'll pay.
I won't show you the tickets that are
Oh wait,
available.
I can skip this step. So let's see what happens.
go-
Okay, so they're actually pretty cheap. For you get some cheapo tickets for $12.50. You get some
And you can get a
$25
flight to
tickets.
Vegas.
That's
Vegas
nothing.
super cheap too.
Okay, I think we know what we're doing next week.
Well, no. If we get 10,000 Patreon subscribers,
Don't wear
done.
sweatpants.
What? Why would we do this? So like the most expensive ticket in the whole place is $117, which if you're really into this stuff, I can only imagine isn't that much money.
Really?
But that's super. There's only like two
just
available for that.
for a Vegas show. Period.
That's for like a platinum ticket.
Those are probably the two chairs on stage.
It's got to be because
Right?
Because until there, the maximum. Ooh, I didn't know I had a touchscreen.
I think Vegas bought
Did you?
tickets.
Is that a touchscreen?
I think I just.
Yeah.
No, don't stop touching it. I don't want it.
Wait,
You have
Jeremy's
a
trying to.
touchscreen.
I didn't know I had a touchscreen.
Really?
I don't fucking use computers. I play video games for a living. I don't use
Wow,
computers.
Brian, that's pretty
Yeah.
neat.
This is
Wait, where's my
dude.
back button?
Dude, isn't this one of the convertible ones where you can flip it around and use it as a tablet?
I don't know. Can I?
Yeah, I think so.
When did
Okay.
you buy this?
When did we start PSVR
Oh, for
GameScast
real?
Live?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like a
I
new
set it up. I
computer.
installed OBS, and I never learned how to use it.
no, I think you can.
no idea what's
flip
going
it
on.
and use
How
it
far
as
do you
like
have
a
to
huge
travel
tablet.
for these Chippendale
Well,
dances?
This one was for Texas.
Oh, Texas.
Oh, wait, well
I thought
let's
it was
see. How,
Vegas.
nah, I don't fucking know.
Do they tailor to the region they're in? Like, do they have
Dude, are they
cowboy
coming to
hats?
Mass?
We're not going.
Are they coming?
Here, we get more
Mass?
dates. Let's find out. Why are we doing this? We
I don't
totally.
know.
I give up.
I've only got
I'm
14
gonna let you
minutes
guys run the live show from now on. I don't want any part of this. Why am I still doing this?
Bethlehem.
Because you want to buy that $125 ticket.
Listen,
Get
Portland,
three.
coming to Portland.
Portland's pretty close.
Portland is close. It's very small, though.
Boston, House of Blues, February 17th. Who's
Blues.
coming with us?
Can I tell you? the
Well, that's
House of
me.
Blues-
I think Metcat's on board.
Oh, he
There's-
probably is.
There is a room in the House of Blues that has the most comfortable carpet I've ever felt in my entire life.
You've been barefoot in
Yeah,
the
I've
I've
House
been
of
there.
Blues?
I did a show. I did a private gig there.
Yeah.
In one of the, I think, I can't remember the name of the room, but I do glass walking in my show. So I took my shoes off.
Yeah.
And like, I'm doing my show, blah, 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 blah. I take my shoes off, make a little Mr. Rogers joke, and I put my feet down like, oh my God. And like in the middle of my show, I was like,
You're like, I need to touch you.
this
Oh,
is seriously like the most comfortable carpet I've ever touched.
Wow.
Wait, hold on a second.
What?
I know we're totally jumping the shark
Yeah.
here, as we already did. Jay Meow says Mandela effect for me was Funyuns, Funyuns. Always remembered it as Funyuns, Funonions.
Wait. Where are we looking? Because Funyuns is spelt...
Funyuns.
Wait. Where's Funyun? Mandela effect for me was Funyuns. Always remembered it as Funyuns. Yeah, I remember it as Fun Onions. Why? It's spelt Funyuns?
I have an empty bag over there somewhere. I have no idea. I could.
It used to be right there. Where'd it
yeah.
go? You moved it.
I finally threw something away.
No, I
I don't
yeah,
know.
that's the logo I
Yeah.
remember.
Me too.
I don't know. Now it's like Power of Persuasion. Couldn't tell you. I remember the green. I don't remember that fucking U. but the Chippendale.
That's a Y.
I mean the Y. Yeah, sorry.
Wolfie Smith, the Game Cup, says, when I start stripping, people
who did
pay me to
this?
put my clothes back on.
Right?
I mean, who didn't?
Right.
Who didn't put all
The Brass Knuckles Funyuns?
Right.
Funyuns? Yep.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, great. Now they probably know my everything.
Totally.
That freeze frame. Freeze frame. That's,
All right, what's happening in the chat? There's nothing else to talk about PlayStation VR style. Although JD was saying that there's seemingly more content in the open beta of Megalith. So
Oh, really?
there's that.
Okay. All right.
Yep. I don't know. I got nothing. What do you guys got? Anything? Anything good?
You know what? We are to the top episode just posted.
Yeah.
And actually, I got in this really cool conversation with whoever's running the Twitter account. I'm sorry, I don't know your name. I never actually. I'm just realizing now we never got your name.
Is it the Electric Cat Games?
Yeah.
That's Dan.
Oh, it is Dan. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Hi, Dan. I didn't want to assume it was, but now I'm realizing. And he was actually asking me about my motion sickness experience with it. Because he was really curious about, like, okay, well, did you try this setting, this setting, this setting? And it just really struck me, and I just want to throw out a little high five to you guys. The game has been out this long already, and he's still thinking, like, oh, how can I tweak it? How can I make it better for motion sickness people? So I just thought that was really cool. We got talking about, like, the decisions he made, about the whole, like, looking, like, when you jump, it's actually where you look is where you go, and that actually helps keep things more static. And the fact the acceleration, even though the game tricks you into thinking it's a gradual acceleration, it really is. You go from 0 to that fast. It's kind of like a click acceleration, although you don't notice that, and that's one of the things that makes you less sick. So I thought it was really cool to have a developer who's taking the motion sickness thing so seriously that not only was it like one of the core development ideas, it was also they're still looking at ways to fix it. So yeah.
I wonder if that means somebody on their staff definitely has motion sickness.
Yeah, maybe.
You know?
I still like. I still can't believe that A, I didn't play that game earlier, and B, you can do what you can do in that game and not get sick.
Yeah. God Cannon saying Mind Labyrinth patch finally comes tomorrow, so we're gonna get some pro graphics enhancement and get rid of that click turning.
Yes,
that's good.
So
and then 2 new Creed characters come November 27th for free, which is great. Although Creed to me didn't have the staying power I thought it would.
That came and went pretty quick.
I was super into it. I was like, I'll fight everybody every single day. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
And then, like, as soon as I beat the game and I played a bunch of people, I played a bunch of the Game Cats one day, and I don't think I've really touched it since.
Yeah.
So
it's kind of a one-trick pony. It's a really good trick.
Yeah.
But
well, the problem is now, when we get towards the end of the year, this is where things that are just a little bit more meaty start coming out. So that was followed by this, followed by that.
Han Solo has a question.
Yeah.
So thank you. Which game is the best to get when you're new to VR?
Res 7.
So, Kings and Jace, you say, I see what you say there, and there is a way for you to get us to say exactly what you want us to say for money. So, I see what you're trying to do there. It's not going to happen.
Wait, I don't understand.
$50 said they don't read this.
Right.
All right.
So if you don't know, maybe you don't know. You know what? I'm sorry. We do have a thing, like, we do read the comments as we find them interesting or think they're germane or funny or whatever. But also, if you give a donation, automatically, like, we will drop what we're talking about and say exactly what you said. So,
yeah, we said at one point we'll read any donation $5 or more. But let's be honest, we'll read anything.
Yeah,
$1. Yeah.
Yeah. If you support us with any kind of donation, we'll obviously read your comment.
So I like the kind of passive-aggressive way you're trying to get around that, but I caught you. So, new to VR.
What?
Game.
That was Han Solo's question.
Which game is best to get when you're new to VR?
Yeah.
Now there's so many. It's like, where? I immediately always go back to the ones I first started, but now, do they really need to?
I think Astrobot.
That's a great one.
A windmill slam right now.
Yeah.
I'm still going to stick to Job Simulator.
Yeah.
I think that's a great, like, just learning the ropes of interacting with the world around you, and it's just fun to play with other people around too.
Yeah.
Spark. I always fly that flag.
The Door.
No.
The Door.
I like The Door.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, if you Resident Evil 7, obviously.
No. Well, see, so here's the question.
Okay.
Right. The first thing you should do when you get a PlayStation VR headset is install the demo disc. Right?
That's a great
point. No.
And then experiment.
Ships Geek Out. Hey, I haven't seen him in a while because he hasn't been telling people. See, I didn't kill him. He's still alive. But
I think you are up on another counter typing as him during the stream. So here's the thing. The first thing you do is you install the demo disc, and then you start experimenting. You say, what can I handle in VR right away?
Yeah.
Can I handle full locomotion? Can I handle, like twisting and turning in zero gravity? What can I handle? Do I have to do things like VR invaders where I'm staying put the whole time?
Right.
Once you discover your limits, then you start going, okay, well now I'm gonna, if I can handle everything, you want to play Starblood Arena. If you can handle everything, you want to play Resident Evil 7.
Yeah.
But if you're,
that's a good point.
A lot of people start off and they're like, ooh, I'm a little woozy right off the bat, and so that's why Des is suggesting things like Job Simulator, like Spark, where things where you stay put. Astrobot. Even Astrobot, there's movement in that.
There is.
There was a bunch of people said Batman. Yeah, the Batman VR experience is
absolutely
great. It ticks all those. It's a great looking game too. It's got a couple different ways to play the game.
I thought, well, first on the PSVR Worlds, that disc. What is it? Dive? What's the one when you go in the cage again? The water, underwater?
Ocean's Descent.
Ocean's Descent. That made me fucking giggle like a schoolgirl because of how incredible I thought it was.
Oh, I Expect You to Die. Good one.
Yeah. There is a lot of good games, that it is
Moss.
best to try. It depends on the age of the person, how I guess.
Although I will say this about Moss.
Yeah.
Someone's mentioned that. I love Moss. I just absolutely fell in love with the world. The art direction is fantastic. If you're going to buy a platformer for beginners, though, right now I got to say Astrobot.
Yeah.
Mako XL has donated $2 Canadian.
It's like $500 American now.
I have no idea how that works. He says, I donate, but my cat still hasn't been adopted. Since the beginning of time, Mako's been trying to basically make me adopt his cat. And I was like, no, your cat will miss you. You need to take care of that cat. And he's basically like, what's your address? I'm mailing you my cat. And I'm like, no, don't do it. Don't do it.
And I don't think the post office will be super happy about a cat in a box.
No. And although I say no, I'd be thrilled to open a box one day and be like, oh my God, just what I wanted.
Well, but what if it didn't survive the trip? Then
not what I wanted.
Well, then you have to dispose of the fucking thing.
Yeah, that's
You'd
not
be
great.
like,
just leave it at the post office.
If you're mean, start them with detached.
If you're mean, start them with detached. If you're mean, start them with
Drive Club.
Ooh. I'm so sorry, Mom.
Is that the one you showed your mother for the very
first time? I don't remember.
Oh, and you?
Yes.
Oh, no, that's probably where it all started.
Was it really the first one? The very
I wonder
first
why
one?
you're sick.
Yeah, see, I'm horrible. I'm a horrible person. No idea. Yeah.
That game got me woozy when I first played it. Oh,
yeah. Fruit Ninja's a good one. Says Super Heavy Metal.
Yeah,
Demon.
actually, that's a good option too. Yeah, I forget. You know what? It's weird. I keep forgetting that exists.
Yeah,
but it's a fun. I mean, it's Fruit Ninja in VR.
Okay, and another huge point to make here: if you just got a PlayStation VR headset, or if you're just about to get one, the game you should get is all this stuff on sale because this thing's been out for over 2 years now.
Yeah.
And so you shouldn't be paying full price for anything that came out more than like a year ago.
Yeah.
Just always check the sales. Always keep an eye on what's going on because so many games. There's almost every single week. There's awesome games on sale.
And actually, we've already answered all of this. If you go last year, back in our kind of catalog about last year around this time, we did hey, you just got a PSVR. What should you do? We talked about some tips and tricks, things like that, and also mentioned a couple titles. We'll probably do a refresh, hopefully, coming up soon. But yeah. So welcome to the family.
Yeah. Yes.
PSVR Underground, aka Godcan, says I feel like Tetris would be a good starter. But it's always Moss. Rush of Blood. I feel like Rush of Blood's interesting.
Blood's a great one
because you did experience a little motion sickness
I did,
first, right?
Yeah, the first time I played it, I did get motion sickness. I revisited about 8 months later and pretty much played through the whole game in one sitting, like one very long afternoon.
Wow.
With no issues. So whether that's, I don't want to say you're gonna have the same experience as me.
Yeah.
So,
what is this guy's name? King Nikusun Jace.
That's the person who tried the $50 trick.
Because is Resident Evil 7 worth my money in late 2018?
Holy shit, yes.
Yeah, here's the thing, man. Resident Evil 7, for being a game that came out only 3 months after launch, January of last year, it's still the best PlayStation VR game in my book. It is
best looking. It's incredible.
It's the best looking. It's the most immersive, and there's a fantastic game underneath
Story,
all of that
everything.
stuff. It's one of those games that, like, if you play it in non-VR, you're just going to ruin it for yourself. It's absolutely incredible.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest horror fan. I'll still put it up in like definitely the top 10. It's again, I'm not a horror fan, so it's not my number one. But it just from build quality, graphics, gameplay style, storyline. Yeah, you got it. And if you're even like sounded like, oh, I kind of sort of like the Resident Evil games, this will be one of your number one games.
Mako XL asks, will or can you do a PSVR this year? Does that mean this upcoming year, like?
Or is it like a year in review?
PSVR 2019?
Right, because PSVR this week we're talking about what's coming out this week. So PSVR this year would be what's coming out next year.
I'm curious.
Yeah. If you want a year in review show,
we could probably do that.
Yeah, we could do that, or you could just go watch episodes we made all year.
Or you could just watch the award show, which I
the
think
award show. That's there you go. Watch the award show.
The award show was a lot of fun. I don't know, guys. I think we got to start wrapping things up here. It's been about an hour and a half.
Oh, and I've got to go in 2 minutes.
Exactly. So I guess thank you. Wait, to know what I said, don't buy VR unless you've tried it. I don't know. I'm yeah, okay. Who knows? We want to tell everyone to try it, and whether that means you have to buy it and try it and then slowly acclimate to it.
Yeah.
But you know what? To each his own. Like, everyone's got to spend their money the way they think is right.
But 2 years back, before it came out, you had no choice. Get it. We took a shot.
Oh, yeah. We got it on the launch day from Amazon.
Yeah.
We had no idea what we were getting into.
I would say, I'm going to bang the drum I usually do. Sony, get sample units out there this holiday season.
For real. For real.
God, just let people try it.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out and spending an hour and a half with us on PSVR Gamescast Live. Thank you, Jeremy, for showing up eventually.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Des, for always showing up.
Yes.
Not always.
And thank you for everyone who donated. Thank you for everyone who participated in the chat. Thank you for everyone who watched. We appreciate each and every one of you. Make sure you leave a like before you take off. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. That's all I got.
All
right.
Well said, Brian.
I'm just caffeinated now.
Yeah.
And of course, come back tomorrow for Viewer Takeover, the best 20 minutes of your week. We haven't said that in a very long time.
No.
Nope.
So, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We love you all.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
I tolerate most of you.